Thank you. Thank you so much. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Social Samosa, with immense pleasure, I would like to extend a very warm and a hearty welcome to each one of you to this very spectacular evening. Now, I know the evening has just begun. It's a formal event, but I think, Brunal, it's very unfair that I greet everyone with a nice smile and no one greets me back, right? Do you think we should do this one more time? Yes. Let's do it together. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much. My name is Nisha Shetty, and I'm humbled and honored to be your host for this spectacular event. Firstly, I would like to take this opportunity to thank each one of you for taking your valuable time out and gracing this event with your presence. Yes, of course, the evening is magnificent by itself, but it is you and your presence that has added grandeur and dazzle to this event. Believe me, each one of you is looking fantastic, and the view from this side of the ballroom is magnificent. Hence, before anything else, I request you all to give a huge round of applause for yourselves. Come on, put your hands together for yourselves for making it here this evening. Thank you, everybody. So today, we are here to witness Social Samosa's oldest and biggest property, best social media brands, Sammie's. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today in its 5th edition. First launched in 2017, the Sammie's is a platform where we recognize and honor the achievements of human brands. Now, what are human brands? To put it simply, ladies and gentlemen, human brands are those who have managed to communicate with the consumers as their peers in the language the consumers relate to and in a way that helps consumers emote. The Indian advertising and marketing industry has seen many such brands over the years. Brands that have laughed with the consumers, brands that have worked on solving the challenges faced by the society, brands that have danced on trending hook steps, and of course, brands who have created a meme or two in the process, yes? So, ladies and gentlemen, the Sammie's is a tribute to all such brands and their architects. May all of you keep shining as bright as you have been so far. Now, before we move forward, we would like to take this moment to express our gratitude to our partners. A big shout out to our gifting partners, Prestige, Yoga Bar, Duroflex, Wingreens, and Ayurveda, and our live streaming partner, 24 Frames. Let's take a moment and give them a huge round of applause. They truly deserve it. Thank you so much for your support. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, to take this evening forward, please join me in welcoming none other than Hitesh Rajwani, founder and CEO, Social Samosa Network.
Can I use this mic or this mic? This one? All right. Thank you, Nisha, for that. Okay. Thank you, Nisha, for that warm welcome, and thank you everyone for joining us for the 5th edition of Sammie Best Social Media Brands. I think Nisha gave a very interesting introduction to what human brands are, and I think one of my observations about human brands has been that we live in a world where brands constantly try to be like humans, and at the same time humans are striving hard to become brands. And there was a time when brands were struggling to personify themselves, and like the journey of building a meaningful relationship was very difficult for them. But then social media entered the chat, and the rest we know that there have been infinite possibilities for brands to connect, communicate, and engage with humans alike. So, I think social media or digital medium as such has come a long way over the last 10 years or so. From being an experimental medium to being a stepchild in a brand's marketing mix. Today, digital media or social media platforms, I'm using them synonymously, but today digital media and social media platforms are like the twin child in a brand's marketing mix, if not the elder child. And that is an achievement in itself. And as Social Samosa, we've seen this, like we've had a ringside view of how this ecosystem has evolved over the last decade or so. And Sammie is one of our efforts to capture the power and potential of social media. So when we started Sammie in 2016, I think there were a huge list of awards which were already existing. And like we constantly kept asking ourselves also that, is there a need for another awards to this list? Do we need an addition to an already existing lineup of awards? And like we spoke to industry experts, we spoke to our community as well. And the answer that we got was that there is a lot of underutilization and underrepresentation of social media. And that is where we thought that maybe we need we need to direct more of our efforts towards helping social media rise up the value chain and giving social media and digital platforms the due weightage in a marketing and advertising conversation. And that's where we started documenting a lot of use cases of the best use of social media. And whether it is say, like Oreo setting the stage for moment marketing, or Kingfisher investing in something like a TVF pictures back in the day, or like in today's day and age, you see Swiggy echoing the voice of hunger. Sammie has been celebrating the work that validates that social media works. And like I think you must have read in our comms as well, that we believe that social brands are the true evangelists of social media. They are kind of the driving force behind agencies, creators, and platforms in totality. And apart from the celebration that we have planned today, we've also tried to curate learnings from leading brand custodians, like brand custodians from Parle Products, from Vicom 18, Filter Copy, and as well as Wiggles. So without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Krishna Rao Buddha on stage. And like he's the senior category head with Parle Products. He'll share his experiences of building a digital habitat for a legacy brand like Parle. Over to you, Krishna.
A very good evening to you all. So talking about building a digital habitat for a legacy brand like Parle. So though one might wonder as to brand Parle and say digital, actually our interaction or the beginning with digital actually goes back almost as early as like the early 2000s. So remember a company called Contest to Win. So Contest to Win, Parle was like one of the first brands to sort of partner with a company called Contest to Win, wherein there was a craze about like participation in contests, etc. So we were there. Subsequently, by the same group, there was yet another company called Games to Win. So again, games was again a new thing that had sort of started surfacing. Thereafter, we saw the emergence of still a few more brands in the digital sphere. So companies like, say, IndiaTimes.com. So they went on to actually stream content like cricket match, and we partnered with them as well. Thereafter, companies like Zapak. So Zapak from Reliance actually also made an attempt in terms of having gaming, and we partnered big time with Zapak then. So these were all small experiments, but somewhere there was always a feeling of like being a part of the digital community and being there. So Parle has always believed in being wherever our prospects, our consumers are. And thereafter, so there was sort of a lull, but then our initiatives were on continuously, and we were always on the lookout. So say for example, when you look at say print, radio, so when television happened in the early 80s in the country, so everyone said, okay, I think this is going to be a doomsday for a medium like print. Radio had almost vanished with the likes of Vivid Bharati or Ceylon, Radio Ceylon, etc., etc. And then suddenly Radio FM happened, or FM happened for that matter. And then we saw the emergence of FM as a medium. And now it's become such a critical medium for several retail partners across the country. So every medium has its own merits, and these are all here to stay. So we saw television emerge big time from being a one-channel country to almost now 900 plus channels. And though television still remains the main stakeholder for a brand like Parle, we, like I said, we continuously look out for every medium which will possibly enable our brands to reach to our prospects and consumers. So in that journey, so while we were experimenting, we saw the emergence or say the introduction of high-speed data sometime in 2016. And so that actually triggered a significant change in the digital landscape, and which was obviously followed by a few other brands in 2017. And yeah, so events like introduction of say GST or say demonetization and importantly government's initiatives of promoting digital payments or creation of zero balance bank accounts. Actually, that all these are like sort of linked events which encouraged consumers in India to move towards digital, and say so a low cost data coupled with the fact that there were relatively absolutely very less or almost no entry barriers in terms of owning a smartphone, so which was like below 5,000 or a 10,000 rupee price bracket. So much so to give an access even to a rickshawala for that matter, or even a maid. So whenever, so during my market visits in say rural markets or so, I've noticed a lot of drivers sitting and actually consuming content on their mobile phones. And the last key event that sort of shaped up the digital sphere obviously was say the COVID. And pre-COVID, actually parents would actually restrict kids to avoid gadgets. But sort of COVID times forced parents to encourage gadgets. Actually, every household, every member in the household had a gadget or was like compelled to have one gadget, which led to a significant rise in consumption of content. Not just that, coupled with the fact that data costs were much lower and almost free-flowing internet coming in. So during the first quarter of COVID, so 2020, there was virtually no new content on television. So broadcasters were not really able to come up with a new content. And consumers were, and that was relatively a vacation time, April, May, end of March, April, May. And that moved lots and lots of consumers to consume a lot of new data which was not watched. And that's when sort of consumers realized that even getting an access to global data, global content was much easier. And with the likes of Netflix and Prime and a lot of OTT platforms, and even like foreign content coming from other markets, other geographies, it became much easier for consumers to use and consume such data. So from there on, we saw a significant shift in consumption. So each one of us have limited time, actually, the same 24 hours. And so there was a time when one would actually rush home to catch a 9 p.m. show, and now not really anymore. Because I can reach at the comfort of my time. So even if I have to reach at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, whenever I have time, I can watch the video that I want to at my leisure. So from an appointment viewing to a content consumption at my will is the change that we have witnessed, and that gives us immense confidence to make or onboard digital as a medium. So we've seen in the past 24 months particularly, our spends on digital have risen disproportionately. So social media generally has been a must do for most of the marketers by default, with the feeling that one might be left out. But I think what is critical is you're all the masters, and we'll see your work getting rewarded shortly. But yes, what is of prime importance is how well one is able to make use of the medium to ensure that you are able to cut or you are able to connect with your consumers. I think that's very essential. And so for Parley, the digital hemisphere still remains a lot of social movement marketing, and now OTT. So OTT is the new name of the game, and we have significant presence on OTT platforms. I think So that's been our journey, and we are extremely confident. So like I said, still a majority chunk still gets consumed in television, but there is almost a doubling of spends on digital. So I think in the next, with the introduction of 5G, I think this is going to further propel more and more content consumption. I think now it's becoming actually a problem of plenty in terms of content. There was a time when actually one would wait for a India-Pakistan or cricket match per se on any channel. But now actually you switch on television and you have some match or the other happening. And so it's like the content is all available out there, but it's just that like one says, content is king. So if you want to stand out and if you want to attract the right eyeballs, I think it is extremely important to have a right content. So typically one would have experience like once you switch on Netflix or so, you are at a loss as to and wondering what is to be watched. And say players like say Netflix and all, they understand the kind of content, the kind of programming that you like, and they sort of aid you. And that is when you get into a mode of consuming a certain type of a content. But I think if your content creation is really powerful, then it can become it can become really a great crowd puller, and actually a great platform for advertisers like Parley. I think that's the kind of journey that Parley has had. So I think so with this I think with this I wish you all the very best, and I look forward to the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Krishna Rao. Requesting you to kindly join us back on the stage. And I also request Hitesh to kindly join us back to present a small token of appreciation to Mr. Krishna Rao. Yes. Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful segment. Thank you for sharing your insights. It was truly informative, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Thank you. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to invite our next speaker for the evening. Please join me in welcoming Shreya Agarwal, head of Filter Copy, a Pocket Aces channel, to shed light on ROI through branded content. Let's welcome her with a huge round of applause, everyone. Come on.
Hello. Hi guys, I'm Shreya. I head Filter Copy, and if you guys spend enough time on the internet, I'm pretty sure my team and I have stolen some attention minutes of yours on your phone. Today we'll quickly cover how we can actually build brands through content, the kind of content that consumers actually want to consume on platforms that they're already present on. So, Filter Copy, I'll give a quick introduction, context into the company, and probably the reason why Social also thought that I could be the right person to talk about how to build brands through content. Filter Copy is a part of Pocket Aces, and over the last few years, we've actually built our distribution network across all social platforms, creating content that the audience wants to watch on the platforms that the audience is already present on, catering to different sort of communities, demographics, exploring different themes, experimenting different formats as well. We create content across several formats on our 4 socially distributed channels, which are Filter Copy. You will find all the short snackable content there, memes, short videos, mini-series. You have Dice. You may have heard of Little Things. That's a Dice child. Premium storytelling on Dice on YouTube and all major OTT platforms as well. Then there's Gobble, our food and lifestyle channel, and Nutshell, our newest baby, which is infotainment. So you get all the information and get entertained at the same time. So currently, we are actually reaching out to 50 million people through all the original content that we are creating. And our strength actually lies in our distribution itself. We don't have to rely on any other platform to get us that reach. We've created that reach for ourselves with all the content that we've created across the years. What we have done is, over the years, we've believed in data-driven creativity. We rely on data, we get creative with the content that we're creating, and we constantly experiment with content, themes, talents that we're featuring in our content as well, which sort of makes us be pretty sure of what content is going to work, what is not going to work. We are constantly looking at the data on all of the content pieces that we are publishing as well, going through all the comments. We sort of get new content ideas from those comments as well, making sure, looking at the backend for retention data, for the like and dislike ratio, sort of figuring out what is working for the audience, what is not working for the audience, and sort of then investing in the content pieces that we know will work. So for example, you can see here, Little Things was actually developed from short form content that we had done, a bunch of short videos featuring Dhruv and Mithila, where they were a couple living in together. We realized the audience loved them together, they liked the chemistry, they liked the fact that a young aged couple in Bombay was living together, enjoying their life, and that's where the inception of Little Things happened. The first season was on YouTube, that did really well, and that's when it became such a big franchise in India as well. We've done that with multiple communities and themes over the years. This is one such community as well. We would create memes on doctors, nobody being able to understand doctors' writing, but sometimes we would create them from the doctor's perspective, and we would get comments saying that shit, nobody actually talks about how we feel. Everybody just talks about how they don't understand our handwriting. So through those memes, we actually created some longer videos, which were 4 to 5 minuters, about struggles of every medical student or every patient ever from the doctor's POV, and we got a lot of love. We realized that could actually develop into bigger series as well, and that's where Operation MBBS, our show with Unacademy, actually originated from as well, which has seen 2 successful seasons. So we've actually been able to take an insight that we got from a meme to go to a short video to become a very successful franchise. And that's what we end up doing with a lot of communities that we sort of deal with on a day-to-day basis. If you've seen Dhruv and if you have seen Ayush and Barkha, they've all originated from Filter Copy, short format content as well, and now are leading Dice Faces too. This is one other example where we just put a clip from Hum Aapke Hain Kaun and made the meme from a Masi's perspective, and the meme killed it. We had some 18 million views in 23 hours, 20 to 24 hours, and we realized we have to make something longer on that. And we ended up making a video called When You Become a Masi, which went on to do 40 million views in 1 week. So we sort of realized that you can just make sure you can already predict what content is going to do well if you've tested it well enough and get that community going as well. That's where it sort of like, I want to talk about how brands can benefit from this as well. If you already have tested communities in place, you know what content is going to work. The key becomes marrying it with the right brand and the right audience. If we are the ones consuming this kind of content, we want to skip the ads on YouTube ourselves, then why are we expecting consumers to watch those ads from start to end? That's the reason why content plays a big, big role in marketing today. It makes sure that the content that you're creating is more consumer focused. You don't have to put it as a sales pitch. You can do deeper integrations. You can talk about how your brand can actually help the consumer. It can be a part of their day-to-day as well. It can be a story that is relatable, shareable to them. They can identify to it as well. It does not seem like something that they just want to quickly skip through or just scroll away from. It's content that they proactively are consuming themselves because they want to watch that content, and integrating your brand into that content just makes it more seamless. That's why you'll also see a bunch of times there may be a ad on YouTube which has like 4 million views, but when you go to the comment section, you'll see like 23 to 24 comments. You can tell it's all paid because otherwise it would have reflected in the engagement as well. On the other hand, if you go to a content piece that's been created by any publisher, any content creator, which has those kind of views, you'll probably see the engagement reflecting in the like-dislike ratio or the comment section as well. That's a very easy tell to see whether a content piece was highly engaged by the audience, loved by the audience or not. You can tell from the comment section the kind of, the kind of response the audience is giving as well. That's why I think at the end of the day, it becomes very important to create the right content for the right brand with the right audience as well. It could be a great piece of content, but if it does not cater directly to the right TG, it is not going to provide any results for the brand. So the right content for the right brand, for the right audience as well. Which sort of factors in what your objective is. Is your objective to just build awareness for your brand, or are you looking to generate leads? That will actually define what kind of format that you do, what kind of platform you create the content on as well. What target audience are you tackling? Where does that target audience sit? Is it more active on Instagram, on Facebook, or YouTube? What are your budgets? That sort of will define what kind of formats you can invest in. And obviously, like what timelines will, the timelines will also affect what you can produce in that given time. One common misconception also is that content doesn't provide ROI for brands. It cannot move the needle on tangible metrics. What we really need to just understand is we just need to know how to measure it. And we can help you understand what are the metrics that actually can be moved by a piece of content, or work the other way around as well. Come to us with what needle needs to be moved, and we'll figure out how to work around it. We have worked with brands to actually increase website traffic, link clicks, brand search on Google, direct sales as well. One of the interesting things we've seen is that the add to cart to sales ratio is better through the links that are in our descriptions. That means the people who have watched the content are highly likely to buy the product than people going through ads. With offline presence, you can look at lead generation. Another thing that we do is actually work with independent agencies that create brand lift studies, pre and post campaigns, and sort of measure the impact of the content piece as well. So did it affect the awareness, the consideration, the intent of purchase for the product? Did it build recall for the brand, the products, or the features? Those are certain things that we can actually track and measure to see whether the content worked well for the brand or not. A bunch of brands that I would like to highlight that have done this really well over the years. The first one is actually Unacademy. Since 2018, they've actually been doing content pretty much month on month, and have built themselves by doing this itself. With us, they've actually done 15 to 20 short videos, and each video has always catered to a different category that they wanted to tackle. So what has what has this helped them with is actually cater to different communities right before they wanted the push to happen. So if the MBBS entrance exam is coming up, they would do the short video and they'll automatically see the registrations and the app downloads go up. We've been able to do that year on year for them. And the first video they ever did with us was actually a Little Things Ka spin-off, and that made the app go to #1 on the App Store as well. Another thing that we sometimes forget is that even predominantly offline brands, which are high-value items, can benefit from content. We may not see the ROI right away in terms of sales or link clicks, but is the intent to purchase going up? Are people recalling the features a lot more? All of these things can actually be tracked. One of the interesting metrics that came up after a campaign with Hyundai was people who watched the video found that to be more engaging than any other ad that they'd seen by Hyundai. So that was one very interesting piece that sort of helped us gauge that ROI benefit to them as well. Then there are brands that don't need awareness. That is Cadbury. Everybody knows Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk. It's present in literally every store next door. But what we do help them with year on year is creating very unique stories with different formats. So they've actually done some of our most unique formats, which is 5 seasons of firsts, which are 21-minute episodes on Instagram. Our first Instagram Reel series, as well as our first music video. So every year, they will always do something interesting, something unique that is there for the audience, which sort of helps them drive their campaign thought and campaign objectives across. Then we can obviously also use content to drive very tactical campaigns across and get ROI on that as well. Some of our top campaigns have been with Pawns, which actually, after doing a short video, they saw 21% increase in the intent to purchase. Again, this data is through an independent study that we conducted with an agency. With Nykaa, they saw 92.3% increase in transaction conversion from add to cart to sales compared to normal. And they also saw a lot more average daily subscription on their YouTube after their content piece with us. With Mr. Paris, they actually saw 1,500 orders within the first day of the release of the video. And 947 actually using the filter copy code that we'd put in the description box. True Hair saw unique visitors through the content and actual units that were purchased through the link in the description box itself. And even brands like Samsung have seen benefits from content. So I just want to summarize that ultimately, customers are people too, and let's just reach out to them the way we would want to be reached out to. And that won't probably happen if we have to push the skip button. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shreya. I request you to stay back. And I would now like to invite on stage Mrinal Mathur Rajwani, Managing Director, Managing Partner, Social Samosa Network, to kindly present a token of appreciation to Shreya. Let's please welcome Mrinal as well with a huge round of applause. Thank you so much, Shreya. Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies. And on that note, it is now time for our next segment. I would now like to invite on stage Utsav Chaudhary, Marketing Head, Youth Music and English Entertainment by Com 18, who will be now talking about keeping up with the Gen Z and Gen Alpha. There's a mic here.
Would you have the controller?
It's a pretty interesting evening because we have had an advertiser and a content creation house, and I mean Viacom 18. You guys would know that it's traditionally a broadcaster, but we have kind of pivoted heavily into digital in the years that have gone by. Voot, as well as a lot of platforms now that we are integrated with Geo at a larger level. So there's this interesting study that we do at MTV called MTV Youth Study, which we publish every once in 2 years. And the current edition, which is available for you guys on mtvyouthstudy.com, one of the key findings that is there, it's a global trend as well as that trend reflects in India, is that currently it's a very volatile and uncertain world that the current youth at large are going through. And unanimously what they tell us in our primary research as well is how they want to they want to see light content. They do not want too heavy or too preaching content. So we have just taken a cue from that, and we want things to be light, and that's where on social media, if you see a lot of content which is cute and light, it really flies. Okay, not sure if this is working. All right, got it. So some numbers here. I mean, it's a digital platform. I'll come to digital, but in a country like India, where we have numbers through the roof in everything that we do, there is a place for everybody under the sun. So TV has its place. We are seeing good traction still on our marquee brands like MTV, on VH1, Comedy Central. So while the brands are still ticking on television, what we are doing is we are quickly pivoting to experiential brands as well. So MTV properties like Roadies and Splitsville has actually taken roots as retail centers in a lot of cities in India. Like we have a Roadies Club Roadies or a Roadies coffee house. Up in the northern belts of the country where MTV really does well. So these are things that, we are kind of, pivoting towards, and we are seeing good success. Comedy Central, Colors Infinity literally are the last brand standing as far as English entertainment on television is concerned. We are still seeing healthy numbers. MTV Beats continues to be a free-to-air channel which gets us the numbers en masse. But a channel like VH1 is an interesting brand where we have actually taken it on ground, and there is a event called VH1 Supersonic that you guys might have heard or have attended, which sees great numbers and good business for us. So we realize that brands in the minds of consumers are what you want them to be. It's only that we can think that, okay, VH1 is a music channel, but consumers will look at VH1 as an experience. And that's what VH1 has kind of pivoted to in the years that have gone by. Next slide, if anybody can help me. All right. So we own a lot of brands. We own a lot of IPs at Viacom 18, and MTV owns IPs like Roadies, Splitsville. Sorry, I'm just winging it because the slides are not moving, as per what I'm saying. So these are some of the IPs that we own completely. Now, how do we utilize these IPs beyond television? We actually have gone out and created digital first brands like Fully Faltu and Kanfor Music. Now Fully Faltu is a brand which lives on YouTube as a channel. We have also ventured out as fullyfaltunft.com, which kind of leverages on a lot of repertoire of content and characters that MTV has owned and developed over the years. Kanfor Music is a music label, but it also gives out a platform for young music creators to not only publish their songs, and we are helping them monetize it. We are helping them give them a platform to market themselves and engage with media at large. So these things are something which, it's a hybrid platform that we are offering to content creators for a win-win solution, which erstwhile was, not present. And these things have already started, giving us good results. Recently we did a show called MTV Hustle. The numbers went through the roof as far as digital is concerned. The performance of the show on Voot and on Kanfor Music, the YouTube channel, has been, phenomenal. So while we are clocking numbers like these, we are having 350, 400 million views a month on Fully Faltu, and we have generated about 1.2 to 1.5 billion views on Kanfor Music in the last couple of months at a monthly average run rate. So these are crazy numbers, while we know that talent ticks. So for MTV Hustle, what worked was the amazing talent that came on the show. But what also worked for us is the distribution strategy that we deployed. So I think we were the first broadcasting brand or entertainment brand which let out content across platforms. We said that we do not want to garden wall our content, कि आपको अगर MTV Hustle देखना है तो MTV channel पे ही आना पड़ेगा या Voot पे ही जाना पड़ेगा. We drop the songs simultaneously with the episode premiere on Spotify, Amazon Prime, Gaana, Savan. You take your pick. But if you happen to see the episode on Voot or on MTV and you like the song, you just Google it up and you will land up at the song on your stream, or you go to YouTube and you will be able to check out the music and the music video on Kanfor Music. And that really helped us, because we also learned on the way, where we are saying that consumers are not going to wait for you. And they are not going to say, okay, I'll go home and I'll watch TV, or when I have access to Voot, I'm going to see the content because यहाँ पे network खराब है. They just want to, listen to one song. If they want to listen to मैं नहीं तो कौन बे, they can access it on IG Reels, or they can stream it on Spotify, or they can watch the video on YouTube if they have, the network bandwidth going for them. So this is one strategy we deployed which really worked for us. NFT is another interesting piece. For the first drop, we witnessed, actually we had a marketing plan laid out for about 45 days, but we happened to sell out all the NFTs in 32 hours. So good problem to have. We didn't expect that kind of response, from the users, from the consumers. But there are learnings, that are there, for us. And an interesting point that we learned, through our venture with, Guardian Link, beyondlife.club. I think they are currently the biggest NFT platform in India. Is that more than 40% of NFT buyers are below the age of 30 currently in India. So that also tells us about the mindset of our youth, where, on one hand, maybe at the household level, they are being peddled FDs and maybe even equity and mutual funds. These are the guys who are talking blockchain, and they really feel that there is an opportunity out there. So there are very interesting learnings, for us. We are being a student of this young mindset, of this young India, as we are evolving. And it's interesting time. I mean, even to be very honest with you guys, we do not know what ticks, but what matters is we try. We need to try 8-10 things, and one thing will stick, and that is what works. Like for example, currently we are streaming and broadcasting the FIFA World Cup. And all of us in the room, we may have differing opinions, but the fact for us remains that the numbers are splendid. Whether it is on television, whether it is on Jio Cinema, or whether it's the Hindi feed on MTV HD. And what we did was, we said, okay, if you are a football fan, you're going to watch it anyways. But what about the fence-sitters? People who are not into football, but they are into the hype that the World Cup creates. So what we did was that we took Ishan Khattar, and we took the winner of MTV Hustle, MC Square, and we actually created a music video called Settle Score. We just dropped it a couple of days back to kind of, ride on the buzz that the semis and the final is going to create. You guys can check it out. It's already performing very well. And that's creating a lot of conversation, for us. So as a brand or as a cluster of brands that we are operating within Viacom 18, we are trying to create these cultural moments, where, the attempt is that we are part of the social conversation in a much more meaningful way, in a fun way. We created this bot called Bot Hard. You can just Google it up. It was there on Instagram, WhatsApp, and it's an AI rapper. You tweet something to that handle, or you WhatsApp that handle, and it'll revert back to you with a rap. It's a cloud word ecosystem. I mean, it's a cloud word bot. It'll just kind of crawl around the web, and it'll come back to you with a rap, which is a very fun rap. I mean, it's almost meaningless to the point that it'll get you smiling. We got splendid response to that as well. More than about 200,000 raps were created in 10 to 15 days odd. So we realized that, if we are doing something with AI, it doesn't mean that we need to do something very, very complicated or very heavy. The idea is that the consumer needs to have fun while doing it. You may not enjoy hip hop or rap, but you should enjoy interacting with this bot. So those are certain experiments and things that we are doing. And our lesson is that a consumer actually sits up, acknowledges, and perhaps even rewards you if you are ready to experiment, if you are ready to wing it sometimes. So yeah, I mean, that's the learning for us as a cluster within Viacom 18. We are experimenting a lot, and you will be seeing a lot of our products. When I say products, it's platforms plus content, in the months and the year ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Utsav, and requesting Hitesh to kindly join us on the stage to present a small token of appreciation on our behalf. Thank you so much, Utsav, for that enlightening segment. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. And on that note, let's now move forward to our final session of the evening. Please join me in welcoming Prashant Kohli, VP Brand Strategy Wiggles, as he speaks on unlocking the power of community to build a brand.
Hi everyone. Okay, so we'll do this a little differently. This is all about community building. Let me start by asking all of you a question. How many of you are under 35? Please raise your hands. That's almost entire room. Sorry for everybody who's above 35, even I am, so I'm out of this. How many of you have pets? That's a significant number. How many of you like animals? Generally, and above 35, please raise your hand if you like animals. No restrictions there. And how many of you are a part of any WhatsApp group, any chat group where you discuss about animals, animal rescue, about pets, anything at all? Not bad. So, cool. So we have about 20 odd people who are already sort of a part of some community or the other. The reason I picked up pets is because we are a pet care company, but if you just think about what a community is, anything that kind of has a shared passion, has a shared interest, and people come around it, forms a community. My first experience with a community was very funny. I was in 10th standard, used to study for my boards. I used to live in Delhi. और मैं अपनी balcony में बैठ के पढ़ता था सर्दियों में. And I remember these aunties would congregate on charpais niche eating moongfali and, bitching about things that older women like to talk about. That was a community that used to get formed. And as I kind of grew up, I realized that whether we intend it or we don't intend it, we all end up being part of some community or the other. My personal second experience for communities was, as I was growing up, as I went to college, I was in an engineering college, and like all engineers do, we used to play either games. We had Age of Empires back then. I don't think 25-year-olds would know this game. But there was a huge community around Age of Empires, around Counter-Strike. gaming, sports has always been very, very big when it's come to community. And no brand has really come in, right? These communities form organically. So that's what I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, which is how do you use this power of community, which is very organic to us, where people automatically gravitate towards their shared interest and build a brand basis that. I'm going to take an example. This is an international example, but again, an example that I've studied very, very deeply to be able to come to some kind of thumb rules around community building. How many of you are into bikes? How many of you like bikes? Very few. How many of you have heard of Harley Davidson? Okay, almost everybody. How many of you know Harley Davidson was going to go bankrupt in 1983? Okay, some of you do. So this is Harley's story, one of my personal favorite stories. Harley Davidson's owners had pretty much run the company to the ground. It was resurrected by a bunch of passionate lovers, bike lovers, who were a part of the company. They bought the company back from the management, put in their own personal money, restructured the entire company around just one idea. Does anybody know what that idea was? You want to take a guess? Okay, the idea was called Harley Owners Group. It was a very simple idea that the company was formed on the ethos of people who love bikes and really, these are big bikes. These people are completely almost outcast. They're not even, considered to be a part of your regular society. But these guys who love bikes decided that they're going to build a company around people who just love bikes. So the Harley Davidson community, which is HOGS, and you can check it online today, Harley Owners Group, is a business idea. It is not a marketing idea. It's an idea around which the entire ecosystem was formed. So much so, like I said, it was already bought by people who love bikes. Whenever Harley Owners Group did an event or did a community outreach program, they did not hire an external agency. It was the bikers in the company who went and did those events. Out of those events were people who ended up joining Harley Davidson as a part of the workforce. So the community kind of started out as an idea to resurrect something, but really started to shape the business around it. And I think we see a lot of brands these days who are trying to build communities. It's not a bad idea. Social media, and the reason why I picked this topic for today was because social media now allows you to kind of mobilize these communities much easier, right? I mean, anybody with an Instagram following of more than 10,000 people claims to have a community now, and that's nothing wrong in it. You have 10,000 people who have actively chosen to press that follow button and said, I want to see your content, I want to interact with you. So it is a sort of a community. However, what kind of we've learned while we built Wiggles. Wiggles is a 4-year-old company. We've today grown to a community of over 40,000 pet parents, animal lovers, activists, veterinarians, trainers, behaviorists, nutritionists, what have you. What we've learned over these years is that for us, it's really this community that has powered our brand till today, and I think it will continue to do so in the coming years. But when I talk about a community, and what most people I think get wrong is they look at community as a set of customers who want to engage with their product, right? That's how we normally understand a community. How we look at our community is, we look at a very common passion point, which is animals. It's not even pets. It's any animal in the world. It could be an elephant, it could be a cow, it could be a dog you have at home. We look at anybody who cares about these animals. It could be a pet parent, it could be a behaviorist, it could be an animal activist who wants to do good to them, who wants to change something for them, and wants to interact with each other so that they can make it happen. And that's how we've kind of structured what we call Wiggles Tribe today, which is not just pet parents. However, one thing we've also learned is that why do you, let me ask you guys this question. Why do any of you go to any of these events? Why have you come to this event? Can we have some answers, guys? Come on. Why has anybody come to this event? Networking, somebody said, great. What else brings you here? Sorry? Recognition. Okay, super. So I'm going to take those two, okay? There's networking, there's recognition. There's something in it for you to come here. You've not just come here because you were sitting alone on a Tuesday evening and decided, okay, it's a nice place to go. And that's how communities function. Communities function because you gather, because you get some value out of that gathering, right? Think about, if any of you guys are into movies, think about why Marvel fan clubs meet. They don't really get any recognition out there, but they like to find out things that other fans are talking about their favorite Marvel characters, right? They like to dress up. It's an entertainment, but they're still getting something out of it. We realized this pretty quickly. And we kind of built our entire community around this idea that what is the one thing that people who love animals need the most in this, in Indian context especially. The fact that India does not have a very mature animal care ecosystem, right? It does not have the best of the veterinary services, unfortunately, so far. We realized what these people needed first was expert help. Imagine you're crossing, whoever's an animal lover, a lot of people raised hands. Imagine you're sort of crossing a road and you see a dog who's in pain, who's been hit by a car. Happens all the time. What do you need right there and then? You need to have somebody on your speed dial or immediate basis who you can reach out to and say, can you help? What can I do? Even a little bit of information, even knowing where to go to kind of helps you, right? And that's really the first thing that we gave our community members is access to experts 24/7, no matter when or where you are, which part of the country. If you have an animal who's in trouble, we will help you in some way or the other. If it's medical help we can provide at that time, we will. If it's support by connecting to a local body, that we will. If, I mean, we've gone to some extremes and some really interesting programs have come out of it. There's a program called Bonded by Blood, which we are extremely proud of. It is the one of its kind blood donation database for animals in this country. So if at all, and if any of you guys see an animal who's in need for blood, please just Google Bonded by Blood Wiggles, you'll find us. And we realized that was a big help to our community, right? So in essence, what I'm trying to get at is that it's great that brands are venturing out there saying that, hey, we want to form a community, we have so many followers. But the fact is, if you can't add value to somebody's life and you're expecting them to give time in return, it's not going to happen. Then you're going to have a lot of followers in Instagram who you would want to call community, but they're not really your community, right? They're just one of those millions of peoples or bots who are ending up following you. Other few things about community, from a marketeer's lens now, how does this impact a marketer? And we had a very senior gentleman from Parle speaking to us, and I love the brands. I've grown up on Parle brands, so yeah. What does an advertiser and a marketer do with all this information? Think about how we've traditionally thought about our audience. We've thought about them as target groups. We've thought about them as segments, as demographics and cohorts, right? When you start putting a community lens on your business, you first look at your audience from a behavioral standpoint. You don't look at them from a demographic standpoint, which is to say, what is that one behavior that drives my audience? In my case, it is the love for animals. It's a love for pets. When I have that behavioral lens, I start cutting it down. How do I cut it down? Okay, I've got some people who really like dogs. I've got some people who really hate cats. Trust me, there are people like that in this world. I've got a lot of people who love stray animals. They don't have pets at all, but they are madly in love with strays and they will go to any extent to help them. You start cutting the behavior, a very broad behavior that we like animals, down into what are the specific niches that these people like. And then we start analyzing, okay, so you know what, we've got these bunch of people who like dogs. Now let's look at their demographics. Now let's look at where they live, who they are, what they do, where we can find them. But it all starts with a behavioral aspect, not necessarily with a segmentation, a typical marketing segmentation aspect that comes in much later. You may ask why, what's the point of all of this? I think some of the biggest brands in the world, some of the strongest brands in the world, whether let's take some fancy names, Apple, Lego, Nike, Zomato, let's take some Indian names also. What are they all built on? They're all built on people loving these brands, wanting to interact with them even when they're not buying. That's when you build a brand. when you go beyond a product or a service, and when you're in love with the brand so much, or you enjoy spending time with that brand so much, that Parle G is one of those brands. I must mention, I mean, I love watching, you know, how Parle G character, and it's such a nostalgia, right? I had a chance to work with Apple for some time, and there was this another program that Apple runs that all of you must have heard of. It's called Shot on iPhone. If you look at Shot on iPhone, again, it started out as a marketing program. What it evolved into is an entire beast which drives the iPhone sales today. You can start asking, why does it drive iPhone sales today? Now imagine this, what is Shot on iPhone? It's basically giving you proof of what you can do with this phone in your hand. You don't have to be a photographer, right? But they just don't give you a good camera. The reason it's a community is because they teach you how to use that camera. If you go on Apple's YouTube channel, you'll find millions and millions of tutorials around every single iPhone camera that they've launched till date, right? They don't just teach you, they also give you a platform to showcase your work. If you've seen all the advertising around Shot on iPhone, everything that goes up on billboards goes out with the name of the person who actually shot that photo. If you go on their social media handle, Apple actually doesn't do any advertising beyond Shot on iPhone across their social media handles. They only run Shot on iPhone campaign, which includes, you know, giving out community briefs, as they call them, which gives out, you know, featured photographers, as they call them. So all of this, if you start to look at it from a 30,000 feet, you realize that the community building aspect of a brand is not really a marketing aspect. It's really a business aspect. Because if you've got a bunch of people who really like you, who you give value to every time they interact with you, be assured, if they're not buying their products, they're telling their friends to buy your products, they're telling their children to buy your products, you'll be recommended. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about community and brand. If anybody has any questions, it'll be nice, since it's community, it'll be nice to interact. Sorry? Our goals as Wiggles? So it really started out, it was, how do I put it? Like I said, it didn't start out as a marketing goal. Wiggles Tribe is something that was incepted on day one the company was incepted. The reason it was because, you know, we started out with providing services, veterinarian services, grooming at home services. And every time we interacted with people who were asking for our services, they said, guys, can you help us with this? Can you help us with that? Can you tell us about this? Can you tell us about that? The awareness in our category was excessively low. It still is. A lot of pet parents don't know about behaviors of their pets. They don't know about healthcare about their pets. So we decided that this was a platform that was needed for us to even get our customers, potential customers, to a point where they'll start asking for products and services that we plan to create. Right? Now, being in the category, being in the industry, you're always looking at global trends. You're looking at, you know, what is going to happen 5 years down the line. You got to understand your customer is 10 years behind. In some categories, I don't say that for all, but in our category, that is the case even today. So for us, it was extremely important to educate people that, hey, this is, you know, when your dog puts his or her tail between their legs, it means they're anxious. It means they're scared. Now, that information, imparting that information was very important for us, because only then does a person start trusting me that, hey, I understand what your dog or what your cat is going through, and I would like to interact with you as a brand moving forward. I hope that answers. Anything else anybody would like to ask? Super. I'm going to use, Hitesh, sorry for this. I'm going to do a blatant plug here. We are looking for people to build our community with us. So in case you're interested, you're an animal lover or a pet lover, please feel free to write to me, and we can figure something out. But thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Prashant, for that interactive and amazing segment. I request Mrindal to kindly join us back on the stage to felicitate Prashant for that segment. Let's have a huge round of applause for them, please. Thank you so much, Prashant. We have another bag for you. Thank you, Mrunil. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin the most awaited segment of this evening, we would like to give a quick shout out to our gifting partners, Prestige, Yoga Bar, Duroflex, Wingreens, Ayurveda, and our live streaming partner, 24 Frames. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to reward and recognize the winners of Social Samosa's Best Social Media Brands, Sammie 2022. And now, to present the first set of awards, I would like to invite on stage Kapil Arora, co-chairman and CEO, 82.5 Communications. Let's please welcome our presenter with a huge round of applause, everyone. Thank you, Kapil, for joining us. And let's begin with our very first category, which is apps. We do not have any awards in this category. Moving forward to our next category, BFSI. Our first subcategory under this is Bank, and our silver award goes to Bank of Baroda.
जीता Sammie, hey कमाओ बधाई हो, take a bow.
Let's put our hands together for our winner, everyone. Come on. Congratulations, Bank of Baroda. Congratulations. And our gold winner in this category is State Bank of India, Agency iProspect.
तबाही मेरे हाथ बात कितने आइडियाज कितने मीम्स कैंपेन्स चले साथ साई ऐसी स्किल इंटरनेट गया हिल जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो जिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता Sammie जीता Sammie जीता Sammie जीता Sammie hey come 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 hey come
Congratulations. Let's put our hands together for a gold winner, everyone. Congratulations, iProspect. Moving forward to our next subcategory under BFSI, which is insurance. And our gold winner is Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो जिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता Sammie जीता Sammie जीता Sammie जीता Sammie hey कमाओ बधाई हो take a bow जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई
Congratulations, Bajaj Allianz. Moving forward to our next category, which is beverages. Our silver winner here is Bira 91.
hey कमाओ बधाई हो take a bow जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो जिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता Sammie जीता Sammie जीता Sammie जीता Sammie hey कमाओ बधाई हो
Okay, moving forward, our next category is B2B, and our silver winner here is LTI Agency Pivot Roots.
चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो जिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता Sammie जीता Sammie जीता Sammie जीता Sammie hey कमाओ बधाई हो take a bow जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो जिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता Sammie जीता Sammie जीता Sammie जीता Sammie hey कमाओ बधाई हो take a bow जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो जिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता Sammie जीता Sammie
Congratulations, girls. Congratulations, Pivot Roots. Moving forward, our next categories are beauty, cement, and consumer durables. We do not have any awards in these three categories. Our next category is digital, and our silver winner here is All Right.
आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कबाओ बधाई हो, हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक थी जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कबाओ बधाई हो, हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए
Congratulations, all right. Moving forward to our next category, which is education. And our silver winner here is Pearson Agency, bang in the middle, arm worldwide.
हे कबाओ बधाई हो, हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक थी जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कबाओ बधाई हो, हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल।
Congratulations, Pearson. Moving forward to our next category, which is entertainment. And our silver winner here is Bhul Bhulaiya 2 by T-Series, Agency Every Media Technologies.
बधाई हो, हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक थी जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता
Now move
सैमी,
forward to
जीता
our next category, which is events and IP. We do not have any awards here. Our next category is fashion, and our gold winner here is Mintra Agency Shebang.
मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक थी जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कबाओ बधाई हो, हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक थी जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई।
Congratulations,
जीता सैमी,
Shebang.
जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कबाओ।
Congratulations. Moving forward to our next category, fashion, subcategory accessory. Our gold winner is Fast Track Agency Brand Movers India.
खड़ी हो गई। कल तक थी जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कबाओ बधाई हो, हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक थी जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी।
Congratulations, Brand Movers. On that note, I request Mrinal to kindly join us on the stage
हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ बाओ।
to felicitate couple for doing the honors. Thank you so much for presenting the awards. Yes, still we felicitate our presenter. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand we have many winners this evening. But let's do one thing. After the end of every set, let's each and every person sitting in the audience put both our hands up in the air. Let's do this. Come on, let's do this. And let's give a huge round of applause for all the winners so far. Come on, let's do this after every set. And thank you so much, couple, for joining us here and doing the honors. Thank you.
हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का।
Thank you, Mrinal, for joining us. And now it is time to invite our next presenter on the stage. Please join me in welcoming Pallavi Chakravarti, Creative Head, West DDB Mudra Group. Thank you, Pallavi, for joining. Our next category is FMCG Personal Care. And our silver winner here is Noah.
सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कबाओ बधाई हो, हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक थी जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कबाओ बधाई हो,
Congratulations, girls. Moving forward to our next category, FMCG Confectionery. Our silver winner is Alpenliebe Just Jelly, Agency Wave Maker.
वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ
Let's move forward to our next category, which is Healthcare Fitness, and our silver winner is Muscle Blaze.
वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Moving forward to our next category, Home and Living, and our silver winner here is Live Space Agency Shebang.
कल तक खींचो से बात वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक खींचो से बात वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations. And our gold winner in this category is Asian Paints Agency Connect.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक खींचो से बात वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक खींचो से बात वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता
On
सैमी
that
जीता
note, let's
जीता
move
सैमी
forward to our next category, Home and Living Real Estate, and our silver winner here is Housing Shebang.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक खींचो से बात वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations, Shebang.
हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी
Moving forward, our next categories are hospitality and infrastructure. We do not have any awards in these categories. Next up, we have QSR, and our gold winner here is Domino's Pizza, Agency Shebang once again.
हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक खींचो से बात वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक खींचो से बात वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई
Congratulations once again, Shebang. Moving forward to our next category, which is Telecom. Our gold winner here is Vodafone India, Agency Ogilvy.
जीता भरोसा
Our
और
winner-
सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए
Our gold
बैठी
winner, Vodafone Idea, Agency Ogilvy.
जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक खींचो से बात वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations, Ogilvy. And our final award in this set is for Best Social Media Brand Cora. The silver award is shared by two brands over here. Our silver winner is Healthify Me.
जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक खींचो से बात वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations. And once again, our silver winner is HDFC Life.
मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ
Congratulations, HDFC Life.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
And also requesting Brinil to join us back on the stage once again. Brinil, requesting you to kindly join us and felicitate our presenter. Thank you so much, Pallavi, for doing the honors. And as our tradition, let's all put our hands up in the air and congratulate all the winners so far. Thank you so much, Pallavi. Thank you, Brunel. And I would now like to invite on stage Keegan Pinto, CCO, FCB Ulka, to kindly present the next set of awards. Thank you for joining us. Our next category is Best Social Media Brand Course Marketing. And our silver winner here is HSBC India and agency Wonderman Thompson. Moving forward, our next category is Best Social Media Brand Occasion Marketing, and our gold winner here is Mia by Tanishq for their campaigns Raksha Bandhan and Valentine's Day. Agency Filter Copy.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations, Filter Copy.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी
Congratulations, Filter Copy. Moving forward to our next category, which is Best Conversational Brand. Once again, the silver award is shared by two brands. Let's begin with our first silver winner. We have Kama Sutra Condoms and agency Madison World.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations, Madison World. Our silver winner in the same category is State Bank of India, agency iProspect.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता
Congratulations,
जीता सैमी
iProspect.
हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई
Congratulations. Let's now move forward to our next category, Digital Marketing Professional of the Year. And the winner is Sharan Pillai from Flipkart.
हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल
Sharan?
समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो
Congratulations, Sharan.
फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Our next category, Marketing Director, Marketing Head of the Year. Our winner, again, we have two winners here. Our first winner is Vinitha Pathak from Chingari.
समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations, Vinitha.
जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations, Vinitha. And our winner in the same category is Neha Chimbulkar from Kora.
हे कमाओ बाओ बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations, Neha. Moving forward, our next category is Social Media Professional of the Year. Our winner is Abhishek Mudgal from Live Space.
बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations. Our next category is CMO of the Year. We do not have any awards here. Moving on to our next set of awards. Best use of social media for cause. The first subcategory is a pet adoption. And ladies and gentlemen, our silver winner here is Pedigree for Be Indie Proud Agency, Jack in the Box Worldwide.
जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations,
जीता सैमी
girls.
जीता जीता
Our next category, Best Use of Social Media for Cause, Pride and Inclusivity. Our silver winner is Mia by Tanishq for the campaign If the World Were a Better Place Pride Edition, Agency Filter Copy.
गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी
Congratulations, Filter
जीता
Copy.
जीता सैमी
Moving forward, Best Use of Social Media for Cause, Mental Health Awareness. Our gold winner is Fast Track for Unwind the Mental Health Pit Stop, Agency Brand Movers.
ये बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए
Grand
बैठी
movers.
चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ
Our next category, best use of social media for cause. The gold winner is Manipal Hospitals for the campaign Happy Doctors Day Really. Agency Social Panga.
चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations, Social Panga.
कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल
Moving forward, best use of social media for cause inclusivity. The gold winner is Boond Social Foundation, Ungender Menstruation Agency Shebang.
जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई
Congratulations, Shebang.
जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Our next category, best use of social media for cause social distancing. The gold winner, once again, is Fevicol for the campaign Social Distancing Agency Shebang.
बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल
Congratulations, Shebang.
मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
And our final award in this set, best use of social media for cause, pride and inclusivity. Gold winner is Mintra for Pride. Once again, Shebang.
ये बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ 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 जीता
Congratulations.
भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की
And
जो
on that
सिम
note, I request Hitesh to kindly join us on the stage and felicitate Keegan for presenting the awards. Thank you so much for doing the honors. And also on that note, let's all put our hands up in the air for all the winners so far. We can make some noise for them as well. Come on, everybody.
मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता
Thank you, Keegan, once again. And thank you, Hitesh. To present the next set. Thank you. And now to present the next set of awards, I would like to invite on stage Sabyasachi Mehta, founder and MD, Fulcro.
जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता
Thank you
जीता
for joining us. Our next category is best use of social media for occasion and festival. And our bronze winner here is Adani Foundation for the campaign India Rahega Fit, Adani Digital Labs.
की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations, Adani Digital Labs. Moving forward to our silver winners. We have 3 silver winners here. Let's begin with our first silver winner, Chroma, for the campaign Breakfast with Apple, Agency So Cheers.
जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो
Congratulations. Our silver winner in the same category, we have House Sing for the campaign Mass Certified by Shebang.
बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी
Congratulations, Shebang. Our silver winner in the same category, we have Columbia Pacific Communities for the campaign Miss Santa Agency Famous Innovations.
बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई
And on that note, let's now move forward to our gold winners in the category of best use of social media for occasion and festival. Our gold winner is Amazon Prime Video India for the campaign Apna Wali Diwali Agency Pivot Roots.
मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल
Congratulations, Pivot Roots.
मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Our gold winner in the same category, Nestle Maggie for the campaign 2 Minutes Muskan Lai Agency Social Panga.
सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations, Social Panga. Our gold winner in the same category, Seat Tires for the campaign Friends on the Road Agency Connect.
खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations, Connect. Our gold winner in the same category is KFC for the campaign KFC Hacks Premier League Agency Blink Digital.
कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations, Blink Digital.
बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई
And our final gold winner in this category, we have Meesho for the campaign Meesho Mega Blockbuster Sale Agency Divyo Digital.
कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता
Congratulations,
सैमी
team.
जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए
Congratulations, team. Moving forward to our next category, which is best use of video content. We have many silver and many gold winners in this category as well. Let's begin with the first silver winner. We have PaisaBazaar.com for the campaign Peso Se Badkar.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations, PaisaBazaar.com.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का
Moving forward, our next silver winner, we have Bosch Along for the campaign Dekho Magar Pyar Se Agency Connect.
सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और
Congratulations,
सोशल
Connect.
समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई
Our
कल
silver
तक की
winner
जो
once again in this category is Fast Track for the campaign Proud Pronoun Sein Agency Brand Movers.
हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ बाओ
Congratulations, Brand
जीता
Movers.
भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई
Moving forward,
जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई
our silver winner in the same category, Fortune Foods for the campaign Ilishe Toko Agency Experience Commerce.
हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल
Moving forward, our next silver winner in the same category, we have ITC Classmate for the campaign Back to School Anthem Agency White Rivers Digital.
हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई
Congratulations, White
कल तक की
Rivers.
जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता
And on that note, let's now move forward to our gold winners in the category of best use of video content. The gold winner is Seat Tires for the campaign Riding Hope, Riding Change, Agency Basta Films.
मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ
Our next gold winner in the same category, we have Vodafone Idea for the campaign Look Up, Agency Ogilvy.
समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो हे कमाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations, Ogilvy.
एक बाओ
And our final gold winner in this category is Warner Bros. Discovery for the campaign Sajna Say Yes to the Dress, and requesting the team to kindly join us on the stage.
हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल
And
समोसा
on that note, I now request Abhishansha Mathur, founder, editor, Local Samosa, to kindly join us on the stage and felicitate Sabyasachi for doing the honors. Thank you so much, Sabyasachi.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सेवा
Let's give them a huge round of applause. Thank you once again. And let's everybody put both our hands up in the air. Come on, everyone, let's do this. I've given you the liberty to not clap for every winner, but at least we can put our hands together for all the winners together. Thank you. And on that note, it is now time to invite our next presenter on the stage. Please join me in welcoming Rubina Singh, former iProspect and Josh.
जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Thank you, Rubina, for joining us. Moving forward to our next category, which is best use of social media for product launch. And our bronze winner here is Wiggles for the campaign Partners in Pethood.
जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सेवा वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी
Congratulations,
जीता
Wiggles.
जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ
Moving forward to our silver winners in the same category, we have Center Fruit India for the campaign Ting Tong Game On, agency Grapes Digital.
बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सेवा वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे
Our
कमाओ
next
बधाई हो
silver winner in the same category, Oppo India for the campaign Oppo F21 Pro, agency OML.
मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सेवा वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता
Moving
सैमी
forward, our next silver winner, we have Bajaj FinServ for the campaign EMI Henna, agency Arm Worldwide.
भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सेवा वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Let's now move forward to our gold winners. Our gold winner in this category is Uncrave Alicious brand for the campaign Uncrave, agency Mad About Digital.
भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सेवा वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Our gold winner in the same category, we have Tim Hortons India, agency Gozoob.
एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सेवा वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सेवा वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Big congratulations to all our winners in this category. Moving forward to the next category, which is best use of social media to generate leads. And our silver winners here are, let's begin with Godrej Veg Oils for the campaign Vada Pav Cha Raja.
जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता
Our
भरोसा
next silver winner in the same category, Maharashtra Police Cooperative Housing Federation Limited, agency Aura.
जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो एक बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ,
Congratulations, Aura.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई।
The gold position is shared by two brands over here. Ladies and gentlemen, our gold winner is Club Mahindra for the campaign Family Premier League Season 2 Agency Pivot Roots.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिमाज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी।
Yes, Club Mahindra.
जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल,
Congratulations,
मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी
Pivot
खड़ी
Roots.
हो गई। कल तक की जो सिमाज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी,
And our gold winner in the same category, Domino's Pizza for the campaign Raise a Slice to 1500 Agency Shebang.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिमाज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ,
Congratulations, Shebang.
भरोसा और सोशल
Let's now move forward to our next category, which is Best Use of Digital Data Analytics and Listening. Our silver winner here is Domino's Pizza Agency What Consult.
जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिमाज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो।
And our gold winner here is Boot Select.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिमाज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, जीता भरोसा और
Congratulations,
सोशल
girls.
समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिमाज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता।
Moving forward to our next category, which is Best Use of Technology to Create a Seamless Brand Experience on Social Media. We have two silver winners and two gold winners here. Let's begin with our first silver winner. We have Symphony Limited for the campaign Hyper Personalized Ads Agency Prachar Communications.
जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिमाज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी,
Congratulations, Prachar Communications.
हे कमाओ, बधाई हो।
Congratulations. Our silver winner in the same category is Amazon Prime Video India for the campaign The Wheel of Time Agency Pivot Roots.
की जो सिमाज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिमाज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो।
Moving forward to our gold winners in the same category, our gold winner is Serve Well Dinnerware for the campaign India on a Plate Agency Pixelated Egg.
फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिमाज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो।
Congratulations, Pixelated X.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिपास वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता
Congratulations. And our gold winner in the same category is Amazon India for Prime Day Sale Agency Blink Digital.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिपास वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिपास वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations, girls.
जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Let's now move forward to our next category, which is best use of Web3, NFTs, and Metaverse. Our silver winner here is Amazon Specials for the campaign OnePlus 10 Pro Unboxing in the Metaverse. Once again, Blink Digital.
हे कमाओ बधाई हो जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिपास वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations, girls. And the gold goes to Kentucky Fried Chicken KFC for the campaign KFC Bucket. Once again for Blink Digital. Congratulations, girls.
जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए
Blink Digital. And on that note, I would now like to invite on stage Tirtha Vedak, Head Client Relationship Social Samosa, to kindly felicitate Rubina for doing the honors. Let's give our presenter a huge round of applause, and also let's put our hands together for all the winners so far. Come on, everyone. Let's put our hands together for all the winners. Thank you. And on that note, I would now like to invite our next presenter on the stage. Please join me in welcoming Manish Bhatt, Founder Director, Scarecrow Communications. Thank you for joining. Our next category is Best Use of Memes and Moments. We have 2 silver winners and 2 gold winners here. Let's begin with our first silver winner. We have Porsche India for the campaign Urban Dictionary Agency Shebang.
सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिपास वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिपास वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी
Congratulations. Our silver winner here is Clovia.
हे कमाओ बधाई हो जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिपास वो फाइल बड़ी हो
Moving
गई
forward to our gold winners, we have Burger King for the campaign Meme Premier League Agency RVCJ.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिपास वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कमाओ बधाई हो जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिपास वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई
Congratulations. And our gold winner here is Fevicol for the campaign Ronaldo Coca-Cola Moment Agency Shebang.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक की जो सिपास आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई।
Congratulations. Let's now move forward to our next category, which is Best Use of Short Video Content. Our bronze winner here is Stay with Star.
कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए
Congratulations, Stay with Star. Moving forward to our next bronze winner, we have Society Tea for the campaign Chairi, agency Django Digital.
हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ।
Congratulations, Django Digital. Our silver winner here is BYRL Originals for the campaign Barish or agency Divya Digital.
जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल।
Congratulations, team. Let's now have a look at our gold winners. Ladies and gentlemen, the gold winner in this category is Zepto for the campaign Match Day Munchies agency Social Panga.
हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो।
Congratulations, Social Panga. And our next gold winner in the same category is Kotak Mahindra for the campaign Kharche Pe Bachat, agency Tonic Worldwide.
हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता
Moving
जीता
forward
सैमी।
to our next category, which is Best UGC Co-Creation Strategy. Our bronze winner here is Wed Me Good.
हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो
Moving
सिम आज वो
forward, our
फाइल।
next bronze winner in the same category, we have Starscapes for the campaign Cosmofluencer Simplify Space agency Purple Filter.
हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी
Our
जूरी खड़ी
silver winner in this category is Happy Dent for the campaign Make a Dent agency Shebang.
जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल। मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई। कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी। हे कमाओ, बधाई हो। हे कमाओ, बाओ बाओ बाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल
Congratulations,
समोसा
Shebang.
का दिल।
And ladies and gentlemen, our gold winner in this category is Amazon Prime Video India for Modern Love Mumbai agency. So cheers!
कमाओ, बधाई हो। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ बधाई हो, हे कमाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी।
Congratulations, so cheers. Let's now move on to our next category, which is best use of social media for influencer marketing. Let's begin with our very first subcategory, which is entertainment. And our silver winner here is Wood Select for Cyber War, Her Screen Crime Scene.
सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ बधाई हो, हे कमाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता
Congratulations,
सैमी।
girls. Moving forward to our gold award, which is shared by two brands. Our gold winner is Bachchan Pandey for Moch Creators Missing Agency Mad Influence.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ बधाई हो, हे कमाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी,
Congratulations, Mad
जीता
Influence.
सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी।
And our gold winner in the same category is Amazon Prime Video India for Guilty Minds Agency. So cheers.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ बधाई हो, हे कमाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी।
Congratulations, so cheers. Moving forward to our next subcategory, which is automobile. Our silver winner is TVS XL 100 for the campaign Ride Easy on TVS 100.
मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी,
Moving
जीता
forward to
जीता
our next subcategory, FMCG, and our silver winner here is Happy Dent for Baat Achhi Si Agency Shebang.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ बधाई हो, हे कमाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी
Congratulations,
हो गई।
Shebang.
जीता सैमी, जीता
Let's now move forward to our next subcategory, beauty, and our silver winner here is Streetwear Cosmetics for the campaign Lips Don't Shy Agency BC Webwise.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ बधाई हो, हे कमाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ बधाई हो।
Congratulations, BC Webwise. Moving forward to our next subcategory, home and decor. Our gold winner here is Asian Paints for Royal Glitz Agency Connect.
की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ बधाई हो, हे कमाओ। जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई। जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie. Hey कमाओ बधाई हो. एक बाव
Congratulations, Connect.
और सोशल समोसा का दिल. मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई. कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई.
And our gold winner for the subcategory healthcare is MSD for the campaign HPV Sach Kiya Kya agency Pivot Roots.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल. मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई. कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई. जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie. हे कमाओ बधाई हो. एक जीता
Congratulations, Pivot Roots.
का दिल. मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई. कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई.
And I would now like to invite on stage Shiju Raju, Business Head, Trade Marketing, Social Samosa, to kindly present a token of appreciation to Manish for doing the honors.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल. मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई. कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई. जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. And let's all put our hands together for all the winners so far. Come on, everybody. We have 2 more categories to go.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल. मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई. कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई.
Thank you so much once again. And on that note, I now request Mrinal to kindly join us on the stage to present the next set. Let's welcome her with some huge round of applause. Come on, everyone. Our next category is Best Use of Branded Content and Creators. Our bronze winner in this category is Deconstruct Skincare for the campaign Cause You Know Better.
हे कमाओ बधाई हो. एक जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल.
Moving forward to our silver winner, we have Renault India for Kigurin Jammu Kashmir agency OMG India.
जीता Sammie. हे कमाओ बधाई हो. एक
Our silver winner in the same category, Amazon Alexa for Kuch Acha Suno agency Connect.
बड़ी हो गई. जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie. हे कमाओ बधाई हो. एक जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल. मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई. कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई. जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie. हे कमाओ बधाई हो.
Congratulations, Connect. Moving forward, our silver winner in the same category, Sugar Cosmetics for the campaign Love Marriage, Sugar Wala Love agency All Right.
कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई. जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie. हे कमाओ बधाई हो. एक जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल. मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई. कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई. जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie. हे कमाओ बधाई हो.
Congratulations, our silver winner in the same category, Nike Man for the campaign All for Love agency Monk Entertainment.
कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई. जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie. हे कमाओ बधाई हो. एक जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल. मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई. कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई. जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie, जीता Sammie. हे कमाओ बधाई हो.
Congratulations, team.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल. मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई. कल तक की जो जिप आज वो
Congratulations. Moving forward, our silver winner in the same category, Alpenliebe Just Jelly for the campaign Baker Studio agency Wave Maker.
एक जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक थी जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता जीता सैमी
Yes, moving forward to our next silver winner, we have Amazon Prime Video for the campaign Panchayat Selfie with Loki Agency. So cheers.
जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक थी जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कबाओ बधाई हो हे कबाओ
Ladies and gentlemen, I know we have a ritual to clap after every set, but I think we can congratulate and applaud all our winners. We just have few more winners to go. Congratulations, so cheers. Let's now move on to our gold winners. And our gold winner here is Dream 11 for the campaign Dimag Lagana Hai To Dream 11 Pe Laga Agency White Rivers Media.
चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक थी जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कबाओ बधाई हो हे कबाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक थी जो सिम आज वो फाइल
Congratulations, White Rivers.
जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कबाओ
And ladies and gentlemen, the gold winner in the same category is Scalar Academy for the campaign If Engineers Did a Heist, Agency Manka Entertainment.
बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक थी जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कबाओ बधाई हो हे कबाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक थी जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कबाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations once again, Manka Entertainment, and thank you so much, Mrinal, for doing the honors. Let's give Mrinal and all the winners a huge round of applause. Come on. And with that, we have reached our final category of this evening. I request Hitesh to kindly join us on the stage to do the honors. We have now reached our final category, which is Best Use of Social Media for Content Marketing. Our silver winner here is Playground for the campaign Game Hai Kya Agency Rusk Media.
जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कबाओ बधाई हो हे कबाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक थी जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कबाओ बधाई हो
Congratulations, Rusk Media. Our next silver winner in the same category goes to Amazon Prime Video India for Modern Love, My Modern Love Story. Agency Pivot Roots.
सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कबाओ बधाई हो हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक थी जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी
Congratulations, Pivot
हे
Roots.
कबाओ बधाई हो हे कबाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल
Our next silver winner is Center Fruit for comedy-based scam agency Graves Digital.
जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कबाओ बधाई हो हे कबाओ बाओ बाओ
Moving on to our gold winners. The gold winner here is Asian Paints for Weather Heart Ace Agency Connect.
फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी हे कबाओ बधाई हो हे कबाओ बाओ 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 जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल मेरे लिए बैठी चूरी खड़ी हो गई कल तक थी जो सिम आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई जीता सैमी जीता जीता सैमी जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ बधाई हो, एक बाव 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 बाव, जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल।
And ladies and gentlemen, the gold winner in this category is Sony Entertainment Television, Shark Tank India Agency, White Rivers Media.
एक बाव 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 बाव, जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ बधाई हो, एक बाव 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 बाव, जीता भरोसा और सोशल समोसा का दिल, मेरे लिए बैठी जूरी खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी।
And on that note, thank you so much, Hitesh, for doing the honors. And ladies and gentlemen, let's now, for one last time, put our hands together for all the winners of this evening. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we wrap up Social Samosas Best Social Media Brands Sammie 2022. Of course, a big shout out to all our jury members. We would also like to thank our community of readers and followers. You all make it happen. And of course, the show is never a successful one when it doesn't have a great audience. And you have been a fantastic audience today. Hence, for one last time, give yourselves that last round of applause. Come on, everybody. Thank you so much for each one of you for being here with us this evening and making this one a very special one for all of us. On that note, this is Nisha Shetty signing off for now. Have a great night ahead and do enjoy drinks and food with us. Thank you.
खड़ी हो गई, कल तक की जो जिप आज वो फाइल बड़ी हो गई, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, जीता सैमी, जीता जीता सैमी, हे कमाओ